What is going on, guys? DeathRain here, and today I'm bringing you guys a squad battle against some highly skilled, highly respectable hackers. I always want to bring you guys some variety, and yeah, the unfortunate reality is that there are quite a few hackers in Modern Combat 5, and sooner or later you're gonna come across them. That's why I always have a heavy class ready to go. And remember, guys, if you see hackers, no shame in pulling out heavy class. Just do it right away. Forget about like, oh, is it morally correct heavy? No, they clearly don't give two damns about their morals. They're hacking. So just use heavy. Now, the second unfortunate reality, well, it kind of has two parts. Part number one. The difference between an Ares user and a non-Ares user is quite dramatic. It's big. So if you don't have Ares, that's kind of tough for you because you really should try to get it. It's really useful against hacks, which ties in with the second part that so many people have Ares. It's basically a requirement that if you're gonna play these Ares guys, you gotta have Ares yourself, or it's not even a fair match. But okay, let's get right into this gameplay. This is actually a video and commentary that I've been wanting to do for a while now. I mean, I've played some hackers, and obviously I posted some heavy vids of me using assault, but this video is different. Like, you can't just use assault against heavy all the time, because you're going to come across some skilled heavy users in close quarters where you just have to use heavy, and especially against hackers, there's no alternative. So what I want to go over in this video is basically the strategies I use when I'm playing these speed hackers. I'm going to try to make this as detailed as I can, because I really want you guys to beat hackers. Gosh, if I could give you a dragon scroll to beat them, I would, because they truly never deserve to win. Now, against hackers, a lot of little things can add up. So I'm going to try to put them into words, but keep in mind a lot of this also just comes with experience. You'll just get a hang of it the more you play them. Not that I wish you'll play them, and of course I unfortunately have more experience playing them than I would hope. But okay, I think the first thing I want to start off with is the right mindset. So instead of focusing on I need to kill these hackers, tweak that just a little bit to these hackers need to die. Now, for the most part, those are very similar, but in certain situations that mindset can make a difference. So for example, off the top of my head, let's say you just spawned in and you're invincible for 7 seconds. Now usually you wouldn't just run head on into the middle of the fight, but if you're invincible, you can use that to your team's advantage, soak up a lot of the damage, and set your teammates up for some nice easy kills. Now remember, like I said, for the most part, huge majority of the time, yes, you should just focus on killing them yourselves the best you can. But in certain situations, just don't forget that beating these hackers is a team effort. And as I said before, little things can add up. Another part about this whole mindset of making sure the hackers die is maximizing your damage output. Now, yes, to some of you, oh, that sounds so obvious. Obviously you want to deal damage. But oh my goodness, this is the foundation of all of these matches. This is what defines a reliable teammate in these types of matches. Who can be constantly dishing out damage. You see, in this gameplay, every time I spawn, I use up all my LGR shots, and if I can, I pick up some more, and I use those too. If I run out, bam, I still got 2 nades, I'm using them. I got a shotgun, I'm shooting it. Just dishing out as much damage as possible. Even if I don't kill them, at least I made it easier for my teammates to. So yeah, that's pretty much the general strategy I have for you guys for every life. You spawn in, you gotta use your secondary, whether it be the RPG or the LGR. Use that first, get all the ammo out, and if you can, pick up some more. If not, you got 2 nades, use them. Whether you're gonna pre-nade or just chuck them when you know they're on the radar, get those out of the way. And then finally, try to pick some 1v1 gunfights. Use your shotgun, or if you can, knifing is very powerful. Now obviously the bulk of your kills are going to come from your secondary, which is kind of your primary, the RPG or LGR. If you're going to use the RPG, keep it close range, preferably with a lot of surfaces, so splash damage is too easy. If you're going to use LGR, I recommend forcing engagement with narrow lines of sight. This goes nicely with how the LGR is air burst. So even if these hackers are speeding around, let's say you force them into this narrow tunnel, they got nowhere to run. So no matter how fast they're running at you, the LGR is still going to hit them. And the last tip I have for you guys is when you die and they die too, don't respawn right away. Wait for them to respawn so that you can see where they are. And also always be aware of their 7-second invincibility, because especially if they're speeding around, 7 seconds, they can cover a lot of ground. And that's about it, guys. That's what I got off the top of my head right now. If you guys got anything else, feel free to leave it in the comments. And now look at the final seconds of the game. This guy's speeding around. I can barely hit him. We need one more, and yes, we swarmed him and Rabbit picked him off. As the final seconds count down, ladies and gentlemen, we are going into overtime. So, usually against hackers in overtime, they have a huge advantage because they can just pop out, bam, slay a couple, and then they are long gone. Like, you can't even try to get them. But here we have strength in numbers. It's a 4v2 right now. The third guy was kicked and he's starting to rejoin right now. So we're rushing them because that's all you got to do is kill 2. We can handle that. So 1 down, 1 to go. I'm throwing caution to the wind. Just gonna rush, trying anything as fast as possible, cover as much ground as I can. And I get the feeling, because I saw where he ran, I get the feeling he's in this back corner, because kind of reverse psychology. Just gonna ask yourself, what would you do? Hackers are predictable. I see the guy who just joined spawn in the back over there. Don't want to engage, so I'm gonna loop around. And oh my goodness. I admit, that was a panic knife. I was like, where did he come from? And then the guy that just spawned, I see him, boom, finish them off. That's how we do it. And I know it probably won't do any good whatsoever, but I reported him for speeding anyway. And remember what I said earlier about little things adding up and dishing as much damage as you can? Even with 2 suicides, I didn't get the highest number of kills, but look at that score. Hope this helped, guys. Death ran out.